All right, we're going to take a tour of the Millennium Falcon, and this is a unique build here. What I've got here is the Millennium Falcon sign, and there's one of the creatures that was chewing on the power cables. We'll get to him in a minute. This is going to be our flyby through the front. Looks really good here. You know, got some great detail on the back of this thing, and some great detail on the bottom. I didn't really capture too much of the bottom, but there's the feet that you'll see later. Here's the cockpit, which will be viewed as well. Uh, Again, one of those creatures that was chewing on the power cords. That was the front. This is the back. Lots of detail on the back end of this thing. Amazing detail. There's the turret. There's also a gun turret on the bottom of this. It looks just similar to that. Um, I want to put lights in the back of these blue uh, engine fire things. You know, the tubes. I want to put lights in there. Okay, this is the door that holds down. Remember the ramp they were running up to get into the Millennium Falcon? Well, that's the ramp. There's the feet I was talking about. Uh, and then more detail on the front of this thing, which is very amazing. You know, uh, amazing detail on everything. You know, there's the underside of this thing. I just want to show you right quick. It's a little blurry. I apologize because the camera couldn't get it fast enough, but as you can see, everything's pretty well detailed here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to move this thing. There's a part under the bottom and the back and in the middle area that's kind of flat, and you just pick it up and move it like that. All right, so let's get to pulling some of these panels off on the back side of this thing. There's this panel. I'll try to pull this off. Okay, there we go. I got one of those. And these panels just pop off. They're actually not really connected with other bricks. It seemed like uh, the way they designed the Millennium Falcon display set, they wanted to make sure that everything could come apart pretty easily. And that's the one side, and now I'm going to have to take off the other side. So I'm going to have to go around the table here and pull off these panels. I think this one, you know what, let's go to this one first. There we go. And then we'll get this next one. Came out pretty simple, you know. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. The parts get kind of knocked around. I'm going to go back around here and we'll just pull this off. Okay, maybe not. Is there a pin? There's something I push? Oh, you know what? Maybe, I think there's just a pin. I think it's just a one piece holding it together, a connector. All right, I'm gonna go back around the other table because I can't really see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think I found it. And this just pops off. Okay. I'm wondering how does it go back on? Or did I pop something? It seemed like something moved. Well, maybe not. No. Okay. Hmm. Just gonna pop this off. Well, there we go. I guess I'll just. I'm still a little puzzled by this little piece here. I'm hoping that I got this to off. Okay, I'm just gonna lay it to the side right there. That's good enough. All right, and next we have the interior. So this is just a storage room back here where they would store cargo. Uh, some of the hidden panels that had seen in the movie. That's probably what that was all about. And then, like I said, this back area, a lot of Technic and regular blocks put together on this. Oh, yeah, there's the room. Let's see all the detail on these panels. There's the room where Leia and Han kissed in. They tried to capture that for you, and then Again, more detail. These are the hallways with the stickers on them. Couldn't really do hallways through this whole thing because the center of it is kind of holding it together, if you can see that with the frame. Uh, there's the garbage uh, part, and then there's that room. So this is really neat. Oh, and so on this side, there's not a ramp like there was on the other side, but a lot of great detail again. As you can see, no ramp. Darn it, no ramp. It's just the one. Yep. So as you can see, there's a lot of detail, a lot of small parts, a lot of little parts that make the detail of this thing work really, really well. It's amazing how much detail there was in this thing. And there's the top of it. There's the turret area, and there's the other side where the ramp is. So um, yeah, and there's the tunnel to the cockpit. So I'm going to put these panels back on, and I'm going to start with this side here and see if I can get it to lay in. And did I get it to lay? Looks like I did. Okay, so I got it to lay in there. Is that right? I think so. Okay. And then this next panel needs to connect to the center one. So I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it last time. I got it in there, but it didn't look right. So I'm kind of, let me take this panel back off. Something about this is not right. Okay, I think I figured it out. There's a piece that was loose. And there you go. Okay, that's better. Because I want to center that one, because that's how these other panels are going to go on. So let's put this panel here. And then I'm going to put this one back here. I need to move this other panel a little bit, maybe. Yep. Yep. Move it out of the way for a minute. Pop this back on. Pop that like that. And there you go. That's how that lays. Okay. Let's go over to the other side. And this side's a little trickier. I'm going to try this. Do I want to put this one on first? You know what? Let's go with the back part first. And did I get it in there? Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to put this other panel on, this big panel, and there's a piece, yellow piece that slides into a hole, if you will, and it's not, why isn't it lining up? All right, let me take this panel back up. Ready? Now I'm going to put this panel, in here. I wonder if I can get that panel in there. Oh, see, there's that piece I was talking about. Yeah, you got to line it up or it won't work right. Okay, got that part in. Now I'm going to put this bigger part back in there. Trying to make sure pieces don't pop off. And I'm like, that's not, no, I think that's too, is that too far? Ooh, yeah, okay. That doesn't look right. All right, I put this in here. Put that in there. There's two pins that go inside two holes, and then it puts together like that. Now let's put this on here. Okay, that's not right because it's not lining up right. Okay. Something's not. Oop, there it goes. Yep, it's in there. All right. And oh, nope. No, it's not. All right. So, let's see if I can I put this back on there with that piece in the way? Maybe not. Maybe. Sometimes you argue with the pieces and then that popped off. That happens. Always something popping off of this because they have so many little parts on these panels. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Let me put this there. Let me line it up. No, that's not. Okay, there we go. I got it lined up. Okay, and then this pops in here and it just lays in there. I think, yep, there we go. All right, cool. I got it together. All right, so that's the back panels back on and everything. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around and I'm going to turn it again. And just remember, I'm turning it from the middle panel. Sorry about my back there, but I'm turning the middle panels and the back panel. So there's a panel in the center and a panel in the back where you have to lift it to get it in there. Now that I've got it back where I want it, I'm going to take the turret off. Pretty cool. You know, that's the cover part. You saw that earlier. And I'm going to put it over, well, you know what, let's put it back here. All right, and now I'm going to take this centerpiece off, and it just pops out of there. Yeah, that panel fell. It's normal for that to happen. This just pops off like that, and all the detail on that thing is amazing. Again, there's this little panel there, and I'll put that over here. And there's another panel that's sitting off there, and I'm just going to pull that off. Yep. And then I'm going to pull this panel. Let's see, where is this panel? Do I want to do that one? How do I? Oh, yep. I got to pull this panel off first. And then this part comes off as well. And you just have to pop. Yep, there we go. It pops off. And look at that. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. And there's little areas in here and lots of detail there. You know, I will show you that now. So this is the fly-in for our little detailed area. That's where that tunnel to the cockpit's at. And then, oh, I got to show you this. This is cool. There's a little panel here that you pop down, and then remember when the stormtroopers were coming towards the Millennium Falcon and the gun popped down? That's how that gun pops down there. So it's pretty cool. And then lots more detail over there. I'll get to that in a minute. I wanted to put this panel, so I popped the gun back up and then I pulled the panel back over. A little tricky to do with one hand, but you get the idea. There's the cockpit for the turret. Oh, and this is the ladder that helps you climb into it. And that's amazing. Oh my gosh. I mean, just so much detail in this is amazing. And this is the little room where they were playing chess, and with the animals. And, you know, Chewbacca loses and gets upset, and R2-D2 is playing his game. More detail there, just Technic pieces put together really well. Lots of detail, especially in the turret area. You know, just amazing. Oh, and here's how the cockpit comes off. So you take this little piece off here, and then the clear piece comes off. And then we're going to fly in and look at the detail on this cockpit. Isn't it amazing? That is just so well put together. Oh my gosh, I'm so awesome about it. All right, so let's put the panels back on. This can be a little tricky, but you take that one panel and you put it back into here in place, and it just pops into place. Gotta make sure that you've got it in there right, and then it pops. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it. There's a little piece there that centers that panel, and then you just put it in there. You know, it just goes in there really nicely. I'm just making sure that's secure. And then the other piece is the panel that goes on the other side. And I'm trying to figure out what I did with it. There it is. Okay. All right. And this panel is a little tricky to put on. You know what? There's a piece that lines up and I can't. Yeah, I'm not able to get this panel centered. It's not gonna do very well. You know what? I'm gonna go around to the other side and I am going to pop this panel on. Just like this. All right, there we go. See? They made it go around the antenna for the Millennium Falcon for the communications piece. Everything pops in. Oh, yeah, and that there's two pins that go in that piece as well. And then we're going to take the center part and you gotta lay it flat. It kind of moves, so you have to lay it a little bit flatter. Get that out of my way. Okay, and then we're gonna line this up and pop it on there. And then you have to kind of jiggle it a little to get it in place so it'll go down. There it goes. Boom. Perfect. Everything's set up the way it's supposed to be. Yep. All right. Gonna adjust. Gonna adjust. And where's my turret? Where's my, oh, right, this panel. Nope, not that way. That way. All right. So that goes together like that. And it lines up like, let me make sure I'm doing this right. And there we go. Okay, cool. Everything's in place. That kind of moves around a little bit. All right. And here's my turret back on. Okay, and that is my tour of the Millennium Falcon. Thank you.